tell you that you're a disaster.
Be sure you get the right attribution there.
Я надеюсь, что вы правильно все это поняли.
Expediency asks the question, is a position politic? Vanity asks the question, is a position popular? But that something called conscience asks, is a position right?
We cannot sustain, whoops. Was that my, oh, goodness. That's all right. All of you know who I am.
Do your head just sorry. Yeah.
ძალიან გთხოვთ, ძალიან გთხოვთ, ბატონო კობა, ძალიან გთხოვთ.
I'm against this measure because I simply think it disrespects too many women in the state of Florida. This measure, the law you're about to vote on says.
Thank you, Mr. President. Senator Joyner, Senator Ulrich, Senator Ritt.
They're for it and people are against it. That's why we're having it. Excuse me, guys.
Holy Christ!
Começava a dar entrevista quando recebeu um soco pelas costas. O homem identificado como Eduardo Fausto se dizendo procurador.
يا ابن الكلب.
Jednu zcela soukromou věc. Děkuji. Pan minister rád byl předem varoval jsem ho tiskem, je to moje ryzí soukromá záležitost. Zaslouží si to.
Korea.
सुनिए हम सब एक फन
नहीं प्रमोद मैं बता रहा हूँ बहुत समय लगेगा उन्हें लगाने में प्रमोद तिवारी जी जा रहे थे बाहर क्योंकि
ومضت بسياسة ترويض الجيش بمهارة. هل أتمت المهمة؟ طبعا لا، لكن ثمة قناعة هنا أنه لم يعد سهلا على الجيش إسقاط سيده المفترض.
You'll be. Let me.
I like to mountain bike. I like to put a little country and western music on my iPod. I think the Japanese people are going to like the taste of U.S. beef. Matter of fact, I had a good slice of beef last night. I can see Laura beginning to grimace a little bit. She said, he's getting awfully windy. It's a Texas term. Let me... you know, I really, I'm serious about it. You'll be. Let me. There would have been a deficit, but there wouldn't have been the commensurate, the kick to our economy. Are you having burritos for lunch? Tourists. Barney is my dog. That House Republicans last fall passed strong earmark reform ideas. Put forth earmark reform ideas. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, tell people why I say that. I mean, I think they're cost effective. That there be a stable Iran. Iran that is capable of rejecting Iranian influence. I mean, Iraq. I like to fish. I met an onion grower today at the airport when I arrived, and he said, "You got to help me find people that'll pull onions, pluck them, or whatever you do with them, you know." And it is a. I think it is. And it's a. At least. The elections. I think tide turning. As I remember, I was raised in the desert, but tides kind of. It's easy to see a tide turn. Did I say those words?
That the only thing we have to fear is fear itself.
Ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country.
The challenge facing the United States is that we have to be right one time. I mean, 100% of the time. It's hard for me to explain why that was the case. Just take my word for it. Just seems like I was here yesterday. I was. Kind of. Anybody here got 4 kids? 3 kids? You got 4? 4. 3, okay. All right, wait. I don't know why I asked that. Oh, I know why I asked it. The best way to defeat this enemy in the long run is to deny them the recruiting tools that are and recruitments made possible by resentment. I'd like to stay here all day, but I gotta go to Vegas. Something about what goes on there stays there, or something like that, you know. Thanks for coming. Be seated. Thanks for coming. Welcome to the White House. Thanks for coming. He didn't like the way the cotton shirts that he wore absorbed, his bodily fluids. Last night, Jeb and I had some crabs. Look like members of the 1972 Miami Dolphins. Dan Marino and his really dynamic wife. TV stars. Andy Garcia.
And the Civil War are central to understanding the contemporary US, its values and mores. For the United Kingdom, its history is an empire upon which the sun never set. For France, the French Revolution, Napoleon and the bloody sacrifice of World War I.
the member for Lyne, saying that, and I quote, "I would like to assure you that residents who occupy accommodation on a permanent basis..."
Nation's development programme and not through the Zimbabwean government. Now, let's be very clear, however, the problem is the solution to Zimbabwe ultimately will not come simply through the pressure applied by Britain. That pressure has got to be applied within...
Od toga s visine od gotovo 2,5 metra skočio na tlo. To mu nije uspjelo pa je u doskoku pao na leđa. U pomoć su mu odmah priskočili tjelohranitelji.
A visit supposedly under fire, a plucky First Lady setting foot in the killing fields of Bosnia.
I remember flying over the countryside, you know, with bulletproof everything on. I remember landing under sniper fire. There was no greeting ceremony, and we basically were told to run to our cars. Now that is what happened.
A trip so safe, in fact, that her daughter came along for the ride, and lots of journalists.
You know, I made a mistake in describing it. I have said many times, I have talked about this many times, that we were, you know, very much told by the Secret Service and the military that we were going into a war zone.
There are a few killers who want to stop the peace process that we have started, and we must not let them. For the sake of humanity, for the sake of the Palestinians who suffer, for the sake of the Israelis who are under attack, we must stop the terror. I call upon all nations to do everything they can to stop these terrorist killers. Thank you. Now watch this drive. No!
I think that's all I should do.
Resourceful, and so were we. They never stopped thinking about new ways to harm our country and our people, and neither do we.
We've learned that the exports to Iran increased by tenfold during the Bush administration. The biggest export was cigarettes. Given that supposedly
that's a way of killing them. Insensitive to what? The Iranians?
I just want to ask what your message is to the Iraqi people who are wondering
You're
about
free, and freedom is beautiful. And, you know, it'll take time to restore chaos.
We continue to be concerned about Iranian taking al-Qaeda into Iran. I'm sorry, the Iranians are training extremists, not al-Qaeda. Not al-Qaeda, I'm sorry.
And there's no doubt in my mind, not one doubt in my mind, that we will fail. So what if the guy threw a shoe at me?
She goes on, she's got some seasons of work, whereas I can go out and just...
See, the irony is that what they need to do is get Syria to get Hezbollah to stop doing this.
Hold on.
I mean, that old Beach Boys song, Bomb Iran, you know, bomb, 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 bomb. Anyway,
Ba, 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 ba,
A word about the president. For 7.5 years, I've worked alongside him, and I'm proud to have been his partner. And we've had triumphs. We've made some mistakes. We've had some setbacks. Sometimes I feel like
And America needs a military where our best and brightest are proud to serve.
In the name of city of Dinant, I have the honor to give to the President of USA an instrument of sax.
I want you to listen to me. I'm going to say this again. I did not have sexual relations with that woman, Miss Lewinsky. Indeed, I did have a relationship with Miss Lewinsky that was not appropriate. In fact, it was wrong.